Reza Silva is a project leader with Jones Lang LaSalle in North China. Can we start, Reza, by asking you to explain your role within the firm?
I'm the project leader for the B5 Shopping Center, and I represent Jones Lang LaSalle. As the head of the consultancy team for that project, I lead a team of Jones Lang LaSalle consultants, as well as the team of our client at North Star.
You're leading a team within Jones Lang LaSalle. What leadership style do you employ?
My leadership style. I've always been one to be part of the team. I like being both the team leader and the team player as well. I felt that that was the most effective way in getting the team members to buy into my plans for projects. It's worked well in the past, and I see now that it's a concept that I'm trying to introduce here in this project, and it's working quite well as well.
Do you change your leadership style for different members of the team at various times?
Yes, I do. I always do, given the fact that different people in the team have different personalities and different perceptions of me as a leader. I find that oftentimes I need to work harder in being able to reach out and communicate to a person who may be at my level or maybe higher. And at other times, I simplify my language, my style, and my way of communicating so that I'm better understood. So yes, definitely I find that in certain situations, in a professional situation, it helps very much to have that sensitivity of being able to wear different hats at different times.
You're female, and the project leader at North Star is also female. Do you have any comment to make about the role of gender in leadership?
Well, in the Western world, the female is accepted and regarded as an equal. So professionally, I think I would never really have a problem being a team leader, a female team leader, and this is all men. Everyone in my team, everyone's a man. So in the Western world, I know that I would never really have a problem, but I'm in Asia, and I understand how it works in Asia, and I find that there is a struggle. I must admit there is a struggle on my part. First of all, being female. Second of all, maybe there are some members in my team who are older than me, so there's also the age issue. So there is a struggle for the female professional leaders in Asia, but more and more being part of a company, with a company like Jones Lang LaSalle, there is a balance. The experience I have in the office with my local team and the experience I have with here in the Jones Lang LaSalle office.
Would it be fair to say then that female leaders need to prove themselves more so than male leaders to get ahead in the business world?
Yes, definitely. There is so much more to prove. Also in terms of, the female being regarded as a little bit more weak or a little bit more emotional. I find having to face that situation quite often. It's very easy for a man to just account a certain situation as an emotional outburst of a female leader. It's very easy for men to pinpoint the female professionals in that sense. So the struggle exists, and I think it will exist for quite a long time. Whether we're in Asia, maybe the same will be happening to other female leaders in other organizations as well.
Reza, your team comes from quite diverse backgrounds. How do you manage that diversity?
Yes, my team. First, I'm from the Philippines. I've had most of my professional experience in the Philippines. I had recently been educated with an MBA in Paris. My assistant, not my assistant, my second in command is a Malaysian-born, Taiwanese-educated professional who has experience in Beijing. And our third member is a Beijing-born professional and educational experience in Sweden, bilingual English and Chinese. So you can imagine that in the office place, you're dealing with 3 different people coming from very different backgrounds, environments, and exposure. But that's only one side. I move on and talk about my experience in Jones Lang, and it's the same thing. In Jones Lang office, we have the head of the office who's from Wales, and in our team, in retail consultancy, there's me, there's a gentleman from Australia, there's a gentleman from, well, he's from Taiwan, but he was raised in the United States. There's a gentleman from London. So it's really a very rich and a very culturally diverse environment, both in the Jones Lang office and in my team. But suffice it to say that this kind of diversity only, for me, makes the experience and the interaction more meaningful, because really everybody comes with something more important to share, an experience or a procedure or a manner in doing things which the other cultures would never have been exposed to. So if managed well, and if you're able to bring out that expertise or that knowledge within the team is really, really much more enhanced with a culturally diverse team.
Thanks, Reza.